tired of getting shot at all the time?
That was fun, actually.
To the center of the
It was exciting. This is real. My screaming were real. The last yesterday was
3.2.
How's Jet's driving? How's Jet's driving?
Jet is a terror.
Yeah.
No shit!
I can't hit a girl.
Action!
I go this way. I need to do this, but so you don't move this. I need to hold this. Boom. Before this, and go. Yeah, then we turn. This round.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Visita mi canal.
Cut! Here, D-mark.
Action! Cut.
Cut!
Ready? And action! One, two, three.
Water stream will blast through. It'll hit Lloyd right here. Okay, the water stream will hit him and knock him backwards for the over-the-shoulder shot. Okay. As that thing breaks and Lloyd goes backwards, 2 spark hits right here on this cabinet, ostensibly coming from the man down the chute here, which will spin him over and he'll gun this guy with the water. He won't be on camera. He'll shoot right through the square, right at the lens. Okay. At that point, he'll then spin and he'll kick this, whatever you call this tool chest. And that's the cut.
總之你咧手咧冇呢度咧就 O K 呢度但係我呢個邊有可以。Bom. 我的下头。
You okay? Yeah. You right? You okay? It's okay. Get him hog tied. Boy. Action!
Oh, motherfucker, I'm gonna kick your ass. I'm gonna fuck your mama up.
And action!
Y tus trailers. Visita mi canal.
Cut! Excellent. You okay? You alright?
I mean, I was gonna keep going.
Oh, Mora. Thanks, Mora.
Sorry, moron.
It's so cold.
Y tus trailers. Visita mi canal.
Kick his ass.
啊，对呀，我有音手指头没省了，砰！这个啪往下掉，砰！
Any more than that. Thanks, honey. That's good enough. Speed on camera. Ready. 1, 2, 3. Up.
I'm going.
Speed on everything. Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
No problem.
How we?
I love Trish. Trish is hot. Don't mess with Trish. She's got attitude, which I like. I'm a very reserved, kind of shy person. When I'm around my friends, I come out a little bit more. But when I get around a group of people, I tend to be very reserved, and it's fun to actually. She has a side of her that it's really spunky and will come out. She'll get hysterical and lose control, and I like to do that. I like playing that part because I don't do that a lot, only when it's pretty much necessary. If I'm on tour and my band needs to get yelled at, that'll come out of me. But she has that attitude pretty much all the time, and I really like that side of her. This is how it's gonna look.
Damn. That's some cold shit.
She doesn't want anybody messing with her. She's in control of her life. She's decided to move on, have her own store, have her own life outside of what her family does, and she doesn't like to be controlled. And that's one of the things that I really like about her. And that's like me to a certain extent. I like to control my life, my business, my career, and there are little things about her and me I think that are parallel.
Hey, hey! With a name for a store, Serpentine Fire. That's tight. It's real tight. Cool in the game jam for back in the day, right?
Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Right. That's serious shit.
Shooting a video, the longest video I've ever done is 4 days. And of course this is, 3 months long. Remember with the video you set up for a shot, you sing the song once or twice, all the way through. And you're pretty much done with that shot, you move on. Here you do 1 line, maybe 2 lines. You may not be done with the scene in the first day. You have to do it 2 or 3 days later, and you still may not be done with the scene. So it's a different process. I like it a lot. It's very different, but I really do enjoy it. Continuity is another thing about a movie. You got to make sure your hair's in the right place, same ring, same shoelace, where you don't have to worry about all those little things when you do a video. So it's dope. That's like the 3rd time between him and Anthony, and they have scared the hell out of me. You know what? I'm not talking to you anymore. Get away from me.
And I'm 10.
Okay, one of the most challenging scenes that I've done so far is when I break down to Han. I go meet him at his brother's apartment, and I tell him that my brother was just murdered. And it was the first time that I ever had to cry. And I worked with my coach a lot on this scene, and I cried before, but it's totally different once you get on the set and you've got these people around you and you're doing different takes, different angles, different shots, and having to pull that emotion and actually come to tears. And I did it, felt really good, but that was very, very challenging.
Tell me, what happened?
Colin's dead. And no matter how hard I cry, he's not gonna pop up and show me it was just a joke.
I'm sorry.
I need your help.
Music is very important. The score is extremely important because not only is it just the actors and the dialogue that make something poignant, it's also the music. If there's a tense moment, you know, the music can also bring that across. So the score is just as important as the rest of the movie. And also the soundtrack as well. I will be doing some music for this movie, so it should be pretty hot. But I think it's a very integral part of the whole project. Joel is absolutely hysterical. I think he's one of the funniest people that I've met. He's really nice. Joel knows how to get what he wants, and I love that. But he's really cool people. He's great to work with. You know, he's one of the biggest producers, and he's really cool people. And I definitely hope to work with him, you know, more in the future. Dan is really cool. Dan is real jiggy. Let everybody know how fly Dan is. He comes to set so fly every day. His clothes are he's so hip hop. And I just love his whole style. But they're really sweet guys. They really, for this to be my first movie, they've made me feel so comfortable and so welcome. They hug me and they make me feel good, and I really think that's important. Gotta love them.
It's over. When I was 8 years old, I started learning martial art in Beijing, in mainland China. I got a 5 years champion in China. First time when I was 11. From 11 until 16. In China, we have 70 million people learning martial arts. Yeah, a lot of people. I made 24 movies in Hong Kong. Now it's 26 because Little Weapon 4 now is Romeo Must Die. American movies, the budget much bigger than Hong Kong movies. So we have a lot of time. Well, we have many cameras with many angles. We can try many times. I think most of the difference is this part. I produced 7 movies in Hong Kong. So I like to create a story, find a good, interesting story, and bring the martial art or kung fu in the story. The character is the most important in the story. We need to know the story, whole story first. Then we need to know every actor, actress, what kind of character, what kind of interesting movement they like. Then we decide what kind of style for this character, what kind of style with this character. One guy maybe he's very cool, maybe calm down, so it's a fight, he doesn't move, then they start very fast. One guy is a funny guy, he moves a lot, so he do a lot of things in the beginning, then the fight. The character is more interesting. Joe is very, very powerful producer. He knows what he need, or the audience, what they need. We have a lot of same idea. You know, we want to find the young children or young students, young audience. They like Chinese martial art or kung fu. Also, all of the world people, young people, they like music. So we put the music, hip-hop music and the kung fu together. Maybe very interesting. This movie, I always joke. I always make a joke with my crew. I say it's very good to see because we have 7 fight scenes. In Little Weapon, we only have 3 short fight scenes. It's very interesting to see different scenes, different character to fight. Even Aliyah, she's style to fight.
Tus trailers. Visita
I
mi
think
canal.
make movies here or Hong Kong or anywhere, you know, it's not a big problem. Big problem is we need to find, yeah, this guy. You wanna, yeah.
I just like the camera. I just want to share everything. Jen, I love you, man. You all right?
Yeah, okay, thank you.
I told them about the ribs.
Yeah.
I bruised a couple of them.
Look,
what?
so strong. Look.
Look, look at that. It's all muscle. It's all muscle. That's why they hired me. They needed somebody to kick some butt. I kicked his butt. Yeah. And he came back and got me, so, it's all right. All right, man. All right. Le monde de
Oh, this guy.
Following your daughter around?
You're not the only guy following her around.
Do you get nervous with her when she's doing a big day?
No.
No?
Oh, I didn't tell him.
Oh, you told me you work in the bank.
Yeah.
You lie.
Just go to the office, Dad.
Yeah.
Some paperwork to take care of.
What's happening today, Melissa?
Well, we're doing the 250-foot descender fall first. Colin's girlfriend, I can't remember the name of the actress, but she's sort of an excuse for a stunt, I think. The producers decided that they wanted her to be sexy when she's dying. So she's in a flowing nightie wearing a bra and panties, which is going to be interesting to hide because I have to wear a harness. Whenever I have to do a stunt, I'm always wearing some ridiculous, flimsy outfit with cleavage showing and high heels, and it just kind of complicates things even more. We don't really have much protection, and the guys are in a full, three-piece suit, and they have every stunt pad on their body that they own underneath all that, and we basically wear nothing. My lifeline. The descender it's built like a cone, and it has fans on the end of it, and it's stopped with the cable is stopped using a motorcycle brake.
So if he doesn't touch the brake at all?
We'll hit the cement.
So why not just free fall into the rocks? Why not a cable descender?
From this height, you wouldn't survive. I believe the world record of high fall is 240 feet, a free fall without a wire, and guys have died trying.
Tonight we have two major stunts we're going to be performing. The first one is going to be a 300-foot descender drop, dropping two people from the top floor where you see the dummy down and stopping them just about the area where the building breaks back in at the mezzanine level. We're running 9 cameras on the shot, but our main focus and concentration is on bringing these two guys down safely down that wall. Okay? All right, let's go to work.
It's amazing what the hair and makeup people can do. It can make you look like anybody. As a stunt person, you want to have a generic look and body type so that you can become anybody.
You ever picked Melissa before?
Oh yeah, Stubby and I are old pals. She's like one of the top women in Canada for sure, not North America.
What do you think, boss?
Okay, looks good.
Yeah?
Uh-huh. Do you feel all right?
Yeah.
Cater to Michael Maitland.
I do.
Hey, Sammy.
After that, we'll do 2 high falls. Myself and another guy will, on action, we'll just run out the window together and do a high fall.
Melissa first in one window, and Ernie will hit the second window in kind of a boom, boom, so that one has just broken the glass and exited the building as the other one is impacting the glass, and they'll fall relatively close together, trying to simulate their body positions that they'll be doing the drop in.
tus trailers. Visita mi canal.
How's it?
It's good. I'll take it.
Yeah? Shit, you guys are smiling on the way down.
I think we were. I was.
Tonight we have two stunt performers who are going to do approximately a 40-foot fall off that platform to the water here in front of the docks. Should the event that the paramedics be called in to assist in any way, stretch or form, please keep this pathway clear.
What's the
Care. When you, I'm landing on the side of my head, kind of. And when you impact the water with your ear, it'll break your eardrum. So it's a preventative thing for that. Stuff it inside around your ear so you don't break your eardrums.
How's that, guys? Good?
Yeah, I'm okay, buddy.
It was good. It felt like landing on a table.
There's a lot to do on this show. You know, there's a lot of fights, there's a lot of rigging, there's a lot of explosions, there's a lot of bullet hits, there's a lot of everything. Motorcycle chases and stuff. So it's pretty active and busy for us all the time. This particular scene involves 4 different rigs for the motorcycle. The one that we're currently using right now allows the rider to be on the bike, and the bike to be attached to the car. Hidden underneath is a hydraulic rig, it's a swing arm, holds the bike, and operated inside the car with all the hydraulic pumps and so forth is the brains behind it. And once we hit the button, it, within a split second, flips the rider and bike in front of the car in a safe manner, allowing the rider to jump off and jump on the hood. As I say, it's one of 4 rigs. We have 2 other hydraulic rigs that allow the bike to canter back and forth in front of the car, sparks and arcs and things like that, with the rider on the hood of the vehicle. And we have another rig that allows us to pitch the bike off, as well as we have another one that we started with today, which was attached to our camera car. Allows us to tap the back wheel of our bike with our rider on it and hit it with the real car and allow the beginning of the swing into the hood. Well, it took all my guys, probably about 17 guys, about a month to work on it. 12-hour days each, so it's a lot of work. The guys worked really, really hard, and it's just working perfect. So I can't be happier. What we've got here is a really unique situation. We have to fly jet in the air during a football game. We have a traveler system and an elevator system. And what that does, it allows us to fly jet back and forth either direction, and also allows us to elevate them up and down at will. As this show goes, this is, as I say, one of the many rigs we've had to do to lift Jet up and let him perform what he does best, which is martial arts.
Okay. On the side of the ball.
I'm Maurice. Actually, I am the comic relief throughout the movie, and I just have a lot of fun with it. Just have a lot of fun. They give me license to do what I do, and hopefully that's to make you guys laugh. Yeah. All right, this is what got me the job. They saw this and it was impressed. It was like, any big man can do that. She ain't gonna be in my movie. Hold on, here we go. There's a fight, there's another fight, and there's another fight, and I lose all 3 of them. I think out of all 3 fights, I didn't hit him on that one. I attempted to hit Jet. I attempted to hit him a few times, unsuccessful. I mean, you know, can we get off the subject? Can we just move on? I mean, because that's a little sensitive. Can we cut? I mean, score. Just ask another question. My therapist said it's good to talk about it. It's good just to get it out of my system and just talk about it, and you know, and don't deny it. You know, we just talk about it. They're trying to make me out to be the next Chris Farley. What y'all think? I mean, what y'all think? I dig Chris's work. I dig it. I mean, but what? He big, I'm big. He black, I'm white. He funny, I'm funny. I mean, at least I hope I'm funny. I mean, I hope y'all at home right now just peeing on yourself. Because every time I say something funny, a quarter ounce of urine just seep out. He's a funny motherfucker. Oops, can't say it. All right, y'all probably ain't gonna use none of this. I done sat here for 15 minutes. Dan.
It's like, what is this, the Cuba Gooding acceptance
Come on.
speech or something, you know?
Everybody, this is Dan the Crackeroli. This is my man.
They're going to do a special HBO is on that kid from Different Strokes, and they want him to play that, you know, he's going to say, give me your best, you know, what you talking about, Willis? Give me one of those.
No.
What you talking about, Willis?
What you talking about, Willis?
Here you go.
See what I do for $1? You see what I do for $1? The man come up to me and
you
ask
got
me.
a raise? You don't
the
get
man.
$1 now.
Well, I'm talking about gross.
How big is it?
It ain't my man Dennis.
Okay.
Busy night?
Where you're trying to get Barry.
In an action movie, what's very important is to have proper levels of dialogue, proper levels of special effects, sound effects basically, and proper levels of music, because you have so many things all meshed into one. We've decided to use also Dane Davis, who's our sound effects editor, to create some incredibly interesting effects in sound for these fights, for explosions, for gunshots, because we're always trying to as well come up with new stuff for that. We decided to use the same company that we worked with on Matrix, which is Mannix, which is based up in Northern California, to do the effects on this movie as well. They're not only are they one of the best effects companies in town, but they're incredibly innovative, and they were capable of grasping on to things that once again had never been done
Visita
before.
mi canal.
We have a kind of ultra pain mode, which is just kind of the new level of expressing pain in cinema. Which is where you have a guy, when his bone is about to be broken by Jet, you will sort of snap to this X-ray vision and zoom up to the bone and just see it literally break in front of your eyes. And then we'll come back out to live action and the guy is screaming. So that's a kind of different shot. I don't think that's really ever been done in cinema before.
I think the two most difficult shots were where the camera flies into the woman's chest and we see her heart close up in frame. Here she is, falling back, reacting, hitting the stake, landing, and then Jet Li and this guy are both in the air, and they're mid-air, and Jet kicks this guy, spinning him around, and then recoils his foot to kick his head. So this is the shot where he's kicking his head, and we're just seeing the shockwave all the way down his back.
We zoom into his head and down his spine and watch his spine crush all the way down to his tailbone. Very violent scene, but again, the idea of making it artful, abstracting it as much as possible, throwing in a lot of really beautiful colors really makes this a successful shot.
We spent a long time trying to get all the cracks and breaks to look like they were organic enough and not just straight clean breaks through, but kind of, random looking and things like that. Something the computer doesn't want to do inherently is make things look kind of rough.
This is what we call the pain light layer, and it's a way of showing the chi. It's not very easy to see the actual breaks, and the pain light really helped emphasize the breaks as they happened and really made it more of an event.
Since the shots were pretty violent, I guess the strategy was to try and abstract it a bit by, creating something that was a different type of effect, that it showed the action that was happening but in a new kind of way.
Hey, 1, 2, 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Two of the shots we have, one of them is actually 3 shots morphed together, which is something they could never do. The energy kind of builds up and it's like, so he's like kicking 6 guys at once, which is pretty unheard of. This is something Jet and Corey and everyone were really excited about because they couldn't do this before. Everyone's very keen all of a sudden to have visual effects, so that's really good because it gives something else to the movie. It's like makes it even more interesting.
Song Try Again is basically about a relationship, about a guy approaching me, and I'm saying basically if I don't say yes up front, will you leave me alone or will you try again? If at first you don't succeed, just give it one more chance. So
it's about perseverance.
It's about perseverance and
is it worth
strength. Yeah, and if I'm worth it, just try again,
We want to create some new stuff with martial art and dancing, put it together. Maybe it's a very cool look.